And that is 6-0 here for Weber State. Weber State is putting a big lead on. It had a big lead already going in when I joined in the 6th. But they're in the 7th now, and they still gaining the lead. We have Troy at UAB here. Here in the Sun Belt in American Conference. Troy is. This is a more competitive game. UAB is up 9-7 on Troy. Troy is 27-19 in Sun Belt play. And UAB is 19 and 23 in an American Conference. They're not that in against like league conference opponents, but they're against that in like overall record. In Grand Canyon, Arizona State Grand Canyon leads 1-0 here in this battle with Arizona State in the bottom of the 2nd. Here. Here. So now we have a new pitcher, Brooklyn Carrion, 23 appearances, 3-8 record, 4.63 run average, 7 innings pitched, 33 strikeouts. So strikeout about every couple innings. So in a 7-inning game, about 3 to 4 strikeouts a game. So probably about 3 on average. Meaning about 3 though. 3.5. So yeah. So while they're warming up, waiting for the warm-up to happen, we'll go to Troy at UAB. Let's see if the Troy Trojans get a win. Can come back and get a win over the UAB Blazers. It looks like they are in commercial, probably switching to top of the 6th, I would presume. But we can go to the Grand Canyon at Arizona State. There's a runner on here, runner on second. Or runner on first, my bad. Second inning, bottom of the 2nd inning. Runner on second. Second, bottom of the 2nd. Runner on first. 2 outs. Jeez, I don't know why I keep saying runner on second. That's runner on first. Bottom of the 2nd, 2 outs. And yeah, so let's go back to Weber State and Utah here, as that is the only game on right now. Oh, they're in the crush. So we'll go back to Troy at UAB. I mean, this is the first action we're seeing in Troy at UAB here in this game. Troy, like I said, 27-18 in the Sun Belt. UAB 19-23 American is seen in the top right, top left. My bad. I also knew what conference they were both in, but obviously I didn't know their overall records for these teams. And like these overall teams, like they don't have like a same number of team, like football. Like every team's gonna have like 12 games played. The season, like 12. It's just that it's just like softball. Like basketball, like some of these small other sports. Some teams schedule more games than others. One team may have like basketball. One team might have 30 games. One team might have 32. So softball, it's just the same thing. Like some one like UAB could have had this few more games scheduled, but like they had like rainouts or cancels or something like that. That could also be that reason. So
during her career with 166 and 43, and won a 7A state championship in 2022. Or certainly state championships, not something that's exactly unfamiliar with Thompson High School athletics.
Very regular with state championships, very much so.
Has been one of the top, if not the top, high school football program in the state last several years, as there's a floater into left, and that drops down for a base hit in front of Hope Tucker.
Just talked about that spark plug that could be for the Troy Trojans, and here comes Moats just giving it to them. Everyone's going to see a little replay of it. Moats driving it right to the middle of the left field, drops it in there, and gets to first base.
A one-out single for Moats as she's 1 for 3. Go to the bottom of the order, and McKinnon Howard struck out in the second and also has grounded out. She lays down the button, and there's Lindsey Smith with a strong throw. And a nice play by Alyssa Aguilar with Howard coming down on her to maintain possession and get that all-important second out.
Troy has kept Lindsey Smith busy all night, as you see right here. Again, lays down the bunt. Lindsey Smith able to track it down, grab the ball, make the play, make the on-time throw. The first baseman obviously makes the play at first.
I'll tell you what, you got to have some poise right there from Alyssa Aguilar with Howard and the speed coming right in at first base. A lot of times you'll have that collision or the ball will go down the right field line, but that time Aguilar able to hold on for out number 2.
Never broke her focus, stayed with the ball. Can't break your focus, even like you said, as the runner comes running at you. Got to keep your glove out there, stay focused on the play. She's able to do that. Her and Lindsey Smith has been on the same page the entire evening so far. Lindsey Smith, I mean, if anything, she's been on the offensive side, but she has definitely been one of the bigger defensive MVPs of this game.
Now, with as many chances as she's had tonight, an error not too surprising, just with the volume of chances that she's had, but with that error earlier in the ball game, actually, I think an inning ago, that helped Troy get their 2 runs in the 5th inning. Lindsey Smith has quite possibly had her best defensive night in what's been an outstanding defensive season for her this year.
100%. Even as solid as she is, that one error, like you said, could be the difference in the game, because it could be a 4-run lead for UAB at that point if she's able to make that play.
All right, now it's still a 2-run advantage as we go back to the top of the order. And McKaylee Boswell has swung the bat well so far tonight. She's hit the ball hard all 3 times.
No, we still have a run So we still have one out. One run first for Utah.
Now it's still a 2-run advantage as we go back to the top plate. So a homer, a single, and a double for McKaylee Boswell tonight as Mandy Jordan comes out into the circle to have a visit with Caitlin Russell. For Troy, this is the batter they want with a 1-run ball game late in Taylor McKinney, who has already homered tonight at the plate.
She's got a runner on first. This is prime position for her, top of the 6th, late in the game. This is what you want, your best players in the position to try to make game-breaking plays. McKinney is definitely that kind of player. She demands so much attention from pitchers.
McKinney with a 2-run homer to right center field in the 3rd. McKinney now up to 42 RBIs to lead Troy in both RBIs and homers. I imagine that message from assistant coach and pitching coach Mandy Jordan makes sure that McKinney does not get her hands extended to give Troy the lead. That's a good location that time from the veteran Russell. 1-1.
You see how she adjusts the ball every time the pitch comes. She's setting her feet, getting those hands in the right position. She's ready to swing and go yard anytime that pitch comes.
Same location, same result. So good position for Caitlin Russell. Let's see if she maybe decides to go to the well one more time. Tying run over at first. There's a bouncer foul past the third base coach's box.
Russell's been so steady this evening. Very impressed with where she's been putting this ball. She's been so solid with the placement.
A powerful hitting Troy offense with 3 homers tonight, but UAB has been able to keep pace with a 9-8 lead and trying to maintain the lead here in the 6th. Popped up. Lindsey Smith over, and she'll take care of business to keep UAB in the lead. However,
let's go to Troy. And let's go to Grand Canyon at Arizona State here in this inning. Let's take a look at this one.